Summer 2025 gave us some of the most spectacular fights so far, delivering some peak fights that had us glued to our screens. So let's revisit some of the best anime fight scenes from summer 2025. Starting off the list with a criminally underrated new anime, The Water Magician. See, people love it for the chill, free-ren style vibes at first, and then it suddenly throws the characters into a life or death battle situation. Like Rio, our main boy, finds himself face to face with a baddie demon named Leonor Uraka Albuquerque. Yep, that name alone deserves its own highlight reel, doesn't it? So our boy was going about this day, chilling, minding his own business, and in an instant, this woman appeared out of nowhere and caught Rio off guard with a fire blast that could have leveled houses. From clashing swords to their escalating use of magic, it does a great job in showing how Rio adapts to Leonor's attacks. Leonor straight up made Rio feel uneasy too. She's called a baddie for a reason. Oh boy, episode 1144's Zoro vs. Lucci climax? That's the Egghead Arc's mic drop moment that turned summer 2025 into a Zoro stan apocalypse. Toei didn't just cook, they nuked the kitchen. We're talking animators flexing on keyframes, turning two measly manga pages into infernos and blade symphonies. Zoro, fresh off that two-sword tease, finally mouths off at Sanji's shade and goes full Enma, Wado, Shusui trifecta, his conqueror's aura blackening the sky like a goth kid's diary. Zoro's officially untouchable, and we're here for the molding. Okay, so Halloween in Japan isn't just about costumes and haunted houses, it's about snacks that look like they crawled out of an anime filler episode but taste like heaven. That's where this video's sponsor, Tokyo Treat, comes in. Every month they ship a giant box of Japan's wildest, wackiest, and seasonal snacks straight to your door. And this October, it's their Snacktacular Halloween box. We're talking apple pie Kit Kats, Ghoulicious garlic chips, and biscuits so cute you almost feel bad eating them. Well, almost. Each box comes with a cultural booklet so you know what you're devouring, and maybe you'll even learn a spooky fact or two. Honestly, it's like an anime filler arc, except it's actually good. Now, if you're more into the chill, traditional side of Japan, their sister box, Sakurako, hooks you up with mochi, wagashi, tea, and seasonal home goods. It's like Studio Ghibli, but in snack form. So if you want to trick or Tokyo treat yourself, see what I did there? You get it? Yeah? Hit the QR codes on screen or check the links in the description. And use the code VINNY for $5 off. And thank me later when your Halloween binge tastes more like sugoi than spooky. Next up we have Dougen Anki, and the ones who are currently watching it know what they're signing up for. Bloody battles, emotions, and terrifying Oni powers. This isn't the type of anime that sugarcoats fights or throws in plot armor to save the day. Nah, Dougen Anki drags you straight into the dirt, makes you taste the blood in your mouth, and then dares you to look away. That's exactly what we got with Shiki and Jin's fight with Homare's Blood Titan. Now, Shiki and Jin are already fan favorites for their brutal, no-nonsense approach to fights, but when Homare's Blood Eclipse release was triggered, it was a whole different ballgame. But the real star of the show turned out to be Shiki, who literally pulled a blood-forged gun out of his own body and blasted the Titan apart in a bloody, explosive finish.
娘がいるそうだね、坂本くん。さっき今度はしくじるなよ。無理無理。待て、会えてよかったよ、坂本君。宇田君、お安いご用。
Moving on, we've got Sakamoto Days, and if you know this series, you already know it's the ultimate mix of John Wick intensity and pure anime chaos. On the surface, it's about a retired hitman turned family man, but once the gloves are off, it's all about insane choreography, brutal skills, and assassins that feel larger than life. The showdown between Sakamoto against Slur's crew gave us one of the most chaotic and hype battles we've seen so far. On paper, this fight is insane already, okay? Sakamoto's team is in a bit of a pinch because, let's be honest, Shin and Apart don't even stand a chance against Slur and his men. But when Takamura unsheaths his blade, the battlefield changes instantly. The fight choreography is just pure perfection. It's the kind of fight that reminds you why Sakamoto Days has become one of the hottest new gen series. This series is way more than just stunning visuals. Sure, the animation is gorgeous, but what really sells it are the dark, heavy themes mixed with some of the smoothest combat choreography out there. And one guy who embodies that perfectly is none other than Chu Zihung. Calm, collected, and carrying himself like he was born for the battle. He's easily one of the coolest fighters in the series. His fight against the possessed guards just shows how terrifying this man can really be. On the surface, it looks like a one versus many fight, but what makes it truly stand out is how effortlessly Chu Zihung dismantles his opponents. These guards aren't just mindless drones, they're dangerous and are being controlled by someone extremely lethal and completely ruthless. Yet Chu never loses composure. The fight plays out like a display of control versus chaos. The guards are wild, unpredictable, and bloodthirsty, while Chu Zihung is the definition of discipline, slicing through them like they're already defeated. This fight is just Chu showing us why he's feared and respected at the same time. Next up is the fight that left the entire fandom in utter shock. The fight between Isao Shinomiya and Kaiju number 9 felt like those battles where you just don't want to look away. Isao Shinomiya, the ultimate veteran, the man everyone in the defense force looks up to, steps into the fight knowing full well what's at stake here, and instead of hesitation, he charges in with the confidence of someone who spent his life protecting humanity. But you see, number 9 is no ordinary Kaiju. He's cunning, manipulative, and the biggest threat the defense force has ever faced. Yet Isao doesn't back down. Isao knows that Kaiju number 9 is evolving, but he also knows that humanity won't bow down in front of him. The animation team clearly saved the budget for this moment. But beyond the spectacle, Isao's sacrifice is what got me truly going. He knows this might be the end, but he still goes all in, trusting the next generation to carry on the fight. When Isao falls, it feels like a torch is being passed. A heartbreaking, hype-inducing reminder that legends don't die, they inspire. Now, if you thought the previous entry was wild, you're so not ready for this one. Dandadan has built a reputation for being the kind of anime where you never know what's coming next, but you're guaranteed it'll be hype. And Season 2 proved that again with Okarun versus Evil Eye. Now, this fight was insane from the start. Evil Eye has this insane purple aura that you can just feel in your bones, but the one who took it upon himself to deal with this yokai was none other than Okarun. This dude went balls deep despite missing one, and that's what makes their fight so interesting. Evil Eye comes off like this unstoppable nightmare, a yokai whose aura is so suffocating it fills the entire battlefield. But then Okarun flips the switch, going full on demon mode with Turbo Granny's power backing him up, and suddenly the whole atmosphere changes. Easily one of Dandadan's most iconic fights yet, and one that set the bar for the rest of the season. Let's move on to one of the darkest fights in To Be Hero X, Dragon Boy vs Smile and Nice. This fight was pure chaos from the very first second. What kicks off as a fiery showdown between Smile and Dragon Boy suddenly spirals into Dragon Boy vs Nice, with X crashing in for a wild cameo. Dragon Boy charges in head first, flames blazing like he's got something to prove. The Smile meets him with that unnerving calm, every punch landing like a taunt mocking his resolve. Then Nice steps in and flips the whole vibe, injecting fear straight into Dragon Boy. But instead of breaking, Dragon Boy shrugs it off and throws it right back at Smile, twisting the beloved hero into a terrorizing, grinning nightmare. Watching someone Nice look up to crumble under fear? Brutal. A few bone-crunching hits later, Smile gets blown away. Just when Dragon Boy turns to finish Nice, X steps in, treats him like roadside garbage, and literally dumps him in the river. Absolutely insane fight from start to finish.
欢迎，守好笔记，千万不要靠近阿雷斯兄。又是幻影。
And finally, let's get into Lord of Mysteries. And if you've been anywhere near the fandom, you already know this series is praised for its mind-bending powers, creepy atmosphere, and god-tier writing. The anime adaptation has been turning heads too, and one of the best showcases so far is Clown vs. Nighthawk. The Clown is already a fan favorite sequence. He's chaotic and completely unpredictable. He's performing, twisting the battle into a spectacle of illusions, sudden bursts of violence, and psychological warfare. And the fact the fight flips between eerie silence and chaotic bursts of motion keeps you on the edge the whole time. And with that, we're wrapping up our list of best anime fights of summer 2025. There's no way we've covered them all, so drop your favorite fights in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more juicy anime content. Huge thanks to Tokyo Tree and Sakurako for sponsoring this video. Scan the QR codes or click the link in the description, and don't forget to use code VINNY for $5 off your first box.